Leta 2002 je bila Estonija med prvimi državami, ki so uvedle elektronsko osebno izkaznico z varno spletno avtentikacijo in digitalnim podpisom. Estonci lahko prek interneta volijo ali dostopajo do zdravstvenih storitev. Digitalna država je postala del njihovega vsakdana. V inovacijskem centru e-Estonija pravijo, da lahko državljani z e-osebno izkaznico upravijo kar 99% vseh javnih storitev.
So you can go to the state portal, which is just one website. You log in there and the website brings your information together for you. You can see your e-prescriptions, medicine there. You can see your valid documents. Everything is in one place. Also the state app. Nowadays everyone is so mobile.
Uporabniki za dostop do e-storitev potrebujejo poseben USB vmesnik ali čitalnik kartic, ki je v večino računalnikov na prodaju v Estoniji že vgrajen. Sprva so bili do e-storitev skeptični.
Because the card was more expensive than a previous document, they had to pay themselves, and also this card came before the services. As the years went by, the financial sector adopted this, you could start voting with this, your healthcare was connected to this. Then at some point people understood that, okay, this can actually be useful. I can declare my taxes in 3 minutes.
Na zadnjih volitvah pred 3 leti je že več kot 50% Estoncev svoj glas oddalo na spletu. Ključno vodilo estonske digitalne družbe je načelo samo enkrat. Posameznik podatek v sistemu nese le enkrat, nato je dostopen državnim institucijam. Podatki niso shranjeni na enem mestu, kar zagotavlja večjo varnost. Hrbtenica estonske digitalne države je sistem X-Road, decentralizirana mreža, ki povezuje več tisoč strežnikov različnih institucij, pravi naš sogovornik Tõnu Grimberg.
We have a trust service implemented that you can even check that who has looked at your data. For example, is it some kind of state organs or somebody? So you can actually check as a citizen who has looked at me.
Estonsko digitalno preobrazbo je močno zaznamovala varnostna grožnja iz Rusije. Po velikih kibernetskih napadih leta 2007 je država okrepila področje kibernetske obrambe.
We won this war. That's why we have diligently worked now to make us even more resilient. We make sure that actually our critical services are able to work even if we don't control. We can operate the services from abroad.
After this attack, Tallinn became a home of NATO's Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence.
Nekateri Estonci spletnim storitvam še vedno ne zaupajo.
I'm one of the Estonians who does not trust e-elections. I don't trust them. I think it is possible that they are attackable and the risk is too big.
Drugi so precej manj skeptični.
We trust our government, which is not how it is everywhere, and I think it's because we have very low corruption.
A slight concern, maybe some foreign actors get it, but nothing I can do. Iz te majhne baltske države so zrasla znana podjetja, kot so Skype, Wise in Bolt. Estonija je postala ena najbolj živahnih start-up destinacij v Evropi. Podjetja pa nastajajo tukaj za mano. Pa poglejmo. Za zagonska podjetja sta pomembna programa e-rezidenca in e-nomadski vizum. Z vizumom za digitalne nomade tujci za 1 leto pridobijo dovoljenje za bivanje v Estoniji. Namenjen je podjetnikom in drugim posameznikom, ki delajo na daljavo. E-rezidenca pa tujcem omogoča, da estonsko podjetje ustanovijo in vodijo na daljavo iz svoje domovine.
Estonian government has done a lot of things to attract people from outside. When you get the e-residency, meaning also access to all of our digital tools and systems.
It only took for us like 13 minutes to register it and get approved. So it's very, very quick.
Po nekaterih ocenah je država z digitalizacijo privarčevala okoli 2% BDP-ja. Dragocen čas pa prihranijo tako državljani kot podjetja. A stroški vzdrževanja digitalnega sistema naraščajo, opozarjajo na Tallinski tehnološki univerzi.
The costs of running the e-government in Estonia is roughly 1.5% of national budget, and it's increasing quite rapidly. So over the past 5 years have increased 2 times.
Estonija ima težko izkušnjo sovjetske okupacije. Po osamosvojitvi pred 35 leti sta sledili hitra privatizacija in temeljita prenova državnih institucij.
Most of the companies were bought up by Scandinavian and Nordic companies. Already back in 1990s, these countries were well advanced in digitalization.
Otroci se digitalnih veščin učijo že v vrtcih. Starejšim so na voljo tečaji in brezplačna pomoč v knjižnicah. S pomočjo nevladnih organizacij Estonija svoje znanje in izkušnje prenaša na druge države. Prvi nasvet je jasen.
If you transform the existing paper-based processes one-to-one to the digital, you are getting, instead of stupid paper process, you are getting stupid digital process. Asking the same question from the citizens again and again. What is your name? When you are born? Where you are living?
Kako bi se znašli, če bi jutri svetovni splet nenadoma prenehal delovati?
You can have a kind of backup copies of your databases somewhere else, either in your embassies, somewhere overseas.
Hypothetically, if everything, went offline, well, we would have to go back on paper, do things the old-fashioned way.